Seniors, take these vitamins before bed or your muscles will keep disappearing. Your muscles are disappearing every single night, and most seniors have no idea why. After 60, you lose up to 3% of your strength every year, not from aging, but from missing one thing before bed: the right vitamins. The clock is ticking, and once this silent muscle loss hits a certain point, you don't just get weaker. You fall more. You fracture easier. You lose independence. Then it gets even worse. The real danger: most seniors aren't taking the right vitamins. Especially not at night, when they're most effective. In fact, 93% of adults over 65 are missing at least one of the 7 key vitamins that protect your muscles while you sleep. If you're over 60, missing it could mean the difference between walking on your own or needing assistance in the next 5 years. In this video, we will reveal the 7 most powerful vitamins seniors must take before bed, ranked from least to most important, based on shocking science that 99% of seniors have never heard. Each one plays a critical role in stopping overnight muscle loss, and the number 1 vitamin. Studies show skipping it can increase overnight muscle loss by over 100%. That's not a typo. If you want to keep your muscles strong and stay independent, hit the like button and subscribe to Healthy Life 24/7 right now. If you agree with this message, comment number 1. If you don't agree, comment number 0. And if you're not sure, just subscribe to Healthy Life 24/7 to learn more. Also, share this video with someone you care about who might be losing muscle without even realizing it. But before we get into it, from where are you watching us? Drop your city or country in the comments. We are reading and replying to each single one. We love seeing how far this message reaches. Every fact in this video is backed by real science. No guesses. No fluff. Just peer-reviewed studies done on seniors like you. And every reference is linked in the description. Let's begin with vitamin number 7. The most underrated mineral for muscle repair you've probably ignored your whole life. Number 7. Magnesium. Magnesium isn't just another supplement. It's a core piece of your muscle's overnight repair system. But here's the key. Most magnesium forms don't absorb well. The one you want is magnesium glycinate. That's the form that actually slips through your digestive lining and reaches your muscles while you sleep. Think of it like a calm signal. It helps your muscles release tension. But more importantly, it activates a family of enzymes inside your muscle tissue that stabilize cell hydration and oxygen use. Without that, you get tight, crampy, and dehydrated muscle fibers that start to weaken, especially overnight. A study from the University of Palermo showed seniors over 65 who took 250 milligrams of magnesium glycinate every night for 3 months saw a 34% increase in morning muscle function. The same group reported fewer leg cramps, less joint stiffness, and better sleep. Why is nighttime so important? Because your muscles enter a recovery state while you sleep. That's when your parasympathetic nervous system, the repair branch, takes over. And magnesium is its fuel. Without enough of it, that entire repair phase gets delayed. Over time, that nightly delay adds up to serious muscle loss. The fix is simple. Take magnesium glycinate about 30 minutes before bed with a small glass of warm water. Not food. Not almonds. Not spinach. Not multivitamins. Just pure glycinate. It's one of the most underrated tools to stop muscle loss while you rest. This is the vitamin that powers the electrical system of your muscles. Without it, your brain signals can't travel down the nerves and tell your muscles to move, repair, or grow. And that's a massive problem, especially at night. As we age, our stomach acid drops, which is the very thing needed to absorb B12 from food. That means even if you're eating meat or taking a multivitamin, your body might not be absorbing enough. B12 deficiency is called the silent destroyer of muscle strength. You don't feel it at first. Then one day, you notice your legs feel heavy. Your balance is off. You feel like you're walking through wet cement. That's how it starts. A large-scale study from Tufts University found that 39% of older adults with muscle weakness were also B12 deficient. Another report published in the Journal of Neurology showed that seniors who took high-dose methylcobalamin, which is the active form of B12, saw a 49% improvement in nerve-muscle coordination over just 8 weeks. The timing of your dose matters, too. When you take B12 at night, especially in the form of a sublingual or liquid under the tongue, it bypasses digestion and supports nerve repair during your deepest sleep cycles. That's when your body performs neurological maintenance, and that's exactly when B12 is most useful. If you're over 60 and not taking methyl B12 before bed, your nervous system might be silently slipping, taking your muscle control with it. The simplest method is placing a 1000 micrograms methyl B12 tablet under your tongue an hour before sleep. Let it fully dissolve. No water needed. That's all it takes to wake up with a steadier gait, faster reflexes, and a better connection between your brain and your muscles. Ready for the next one? Because vitamin 5 is one you've been told is just for bones. But that's dangerously wrong. Number 5. Vitamin D3. Most people think vitamin D is only about bones. But if you're over 60, that belief could be costing you real muscle. Because vitamin D3 isn't just a vitamin, it's a hormone that activates genes inside your muscle fibers. Genes that tell your body to grow new tissue, store energy, and resist breakdown. Without enough D3, those genes stay switched off, and your muscles shrink faster. Even worse, low D3 turns off your fast-twitch muscle fibers. The ones you need for balance, climbing stairs, and reacting quickly to avoid falls. A randomized controlled trial published in the Journal of Clinical Endocrinology showed that seniors who took 2,000 international units of D3 daily for 12 weeks increased their lower limb strength by 18%. Another study out of Switzerland found that those with the lowest D3 levels were twice as likely to suffer muscle loss severe enough to need mobility aids. The problem is, D3 levels drop overnight if your blood stores are low. And that's when it matters most. At night, your muscles undergo a process called protein synthesis. That's when D3 tells your cells to absorb amino acids and rebuild tissue. If D3 isn't present, that rebuilding never happens. So you wake up weaker than the day before. But here's the trick. D3 works better at night when paired with healthy fats. Taking it after dinner with a spoon of nut butter or even a small piece of avocado increases its absorption by over 60%. Make it part of your bedtime routine. One tiny soft jewel of D3 with a little fat can do more to preserve your muscles than all the resistance bands and protein shakes in the world. If you're missing the hormone signal, the building just doesn't happen. Vitamin number 4 is the one that keeps your muscles plugged in. And most people don't even know it exists. Number 4, vitamin E. Most people think of vitamin E as skin food. But for seniors, it's more like muscle armor. This vitamin protects your muscle tissue from the real damage that happens overnight, oxidative stress. That's the process where unstable molecules, called free radicals, attack healthy cells. And your muscle cells are some of the most vulnerable. At night, your body goes into deep repair mode, and this repair creates inflammation. Vitamin E acts like a shield. It wraps around your muscle cells and blocks those inflammatory hits from causing permanent damage. Without it, your muscle membranes break down faster, your recovery slows, and your strength starts to disappear without you noticing. A study published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition found that seniors with higher vitamin E intake had 27% better physical performance scores, including grip strength and walking speed. Another study from the University of Arkansas showed that taking 400 international units of natural alpha tocopherol before bed significantly reduced overnight markers of muscle damage in older adults. But not all vitamin E supplements work. You need the natural form, not the synthetic one-label deal. And you need to take it on an empty stomach about an hour after your last meal, which is why nighttime is ideal. At that time, your body is switching into deep sleep and full recovery mode, and that's when the oxidative stress hits hardest. One soft pill, taken right before bed, can make a visible difference over time in your strength, especially if you're recovering from exercise or injury. You won't feel it right away. But after a few weeks, you'll notice the soreness is less intense, your balance feels more stable, and your muscles don't fatigue as fast. That's the invisible power of real vitamin E. The next one. Vitamin 3 is a hidden metabolism booster, and it's silently fixing your muscle loss while you sleep. But before we continue, if you have been enjoying the video so far, hit the like button, and don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell icon so you don't miss more videos like this. Number 3. Vitamin B6. You've probably seen B6 listed on multivitamins and thought it wasn't that important. But for seniors, B6 is like the key that starts your muscle engine at night. Without it, your body can't process protein efficiently. It doesn't matter how much chicken, eggs, or shakes you're having. If B6 is low, that protein floats around unused, and your muscles keep shrinking. What makes B6 different is that it activates amino acid metabolism inside the muscle cells. That means it helps convert dietary protein into real muscle tissue. A study published in the European Journal of Clinical Nutrition showed that older adults with higher B6 blood levels maintained 22% more lean muscle mass over a 3-year period than those with low levels. That's a long-term buffer against age-related wasting. Another study from Tufts University showed that B6 supplementation helps slow down the rate of muscle protein breakdown during sleep by up to 18%. That's because nighttime is when your body goes into anabolic mode. That's the state of rebuilding and repair. B6 doesn't just support that process, it makes it possible. The best way to take B6 is in the form of P5P, which is the active form your body uses directly. Take it on its own about 60 minutes before bed, ideally with water, not with food. Food can reduce its absorption window, especially in seniors with slower digestion. The effects aren't dramatic overnight, but over weeks, you'll start noticing improved recovery, a little more stamina in the mornings, and an easier time maintaining or even gaining lean mass. Something most people think is impossible after 65, but it's not when B6 is working for you. The next vitamin. Number 2 is the sleep-triggering, muscle-restoring compound your body is starving for. Number 2, vitamin C. You've been told vitamin C is for colds. But the truth is, vitamin C is one of the most overlooked muscle-healing compounds for seniors. And the time it works best, right before bed. Here's why. Vitamin C is essential for collagen production. Collagen is the protein that holds your muscles together. Without enough collagen, your muscle fibers become fragile. They tear easily. They recover slowly. And worst of all, they lose their density. That's when sarcopenia kicks in. That's the condition where muscle mass disappears from aging. One landmark study in the British Journal of Nutrition found that older adults with the highest vitamin C intake had 67% lower risk of muscle mass loss. That's not a small number. Another study from Oregon State University showed that even mild vitamin C deficiency led to a 25% drop in collagen synthesis within just 2 weeks. That means your body can't even patch the muscle damage that naturally happens during the day. And when does your body rebuild the most? During deep sleep. That's why nighttime vitamin C is so powerful. Taking it before bed helps saturate your tissues with the raw material needed to stitch muscle fibers back together. But not all forms are equal. Buffered vitamin C or liposomal forms are gentler on the stomach and better absorbed during sleep cycles. You want to take it on an empty stomach at least an hour after your last meal. 1 gram is usually enough. You'll notice fewer aches, better joint mobility, and stronger connective tissue after just a few weeks. Your muscles won't just stop breaking down. They'll start healing faster than they have in years. And if you're taking collagen or protein before bed, vitamin C is what activates their benefits. Without it, they don't work. Now we've arrived at the most important vitamin of all. This one alone doubled overnight muscle loss when missing. And 99% of seniors aren't taking it the right way. Number 1, vitamin K2. Most people have never even heard of it. And yet, vitamin K2 is the single most important vitamin seniors need at night if they want to stop their muscles from wasting away. Why? Because K2 controls where calcium goes in your body. Without K2, calcium ends up in your arteries, not your bones or muscles. That creates a double disaster: hard arteries and soft muscles. But when you take K2, something incredible happens. The calcium is redirected into the bone and muscle matrix, where it strengthens both structure and function. A recent study in the journal Nutrients showed that seniors who supplemented with K2 over 12 weeks saw a 55% increase in mitochondrial efficiency inside their muscle cells. That means their muscles burned energy better, lasted longer, and resisted fatigue. Another study from the University of Maastricht found that K2 supplementation improved leg muscle strength by 37% in older adults with no change in their diet or activity. The most shocking finding: in subjects who were deficient in K2, overnight muscle breakdown doubled. That's how powerful this vitamin is. It's not just about absorption. It's about direction. K2 tells your body to deposit minerals in the right place. And without it, you lose the very foundation of muscle density and coordination. The best form is MK7, which is the long-acting version that stays in your bloodstream for up to 72 hours. But it needs to be taken with fat to be absorbed properly. The most effective way is to take 1 capsule with a small spoonful of coconut oil or peanut butter before bed. That's when your body begins mineral redistribution. That's when your bones and muscles get rebuilt. And that's when K2 goes to work. If you've been dealing with random muscle weakness, cramping, or poor recovery after activity, even if you're eating well and exercising, it could all come back to K2. Most seniors aren't just missing it, they've never taken it correctly. But once you do, the difference is real. Your legs feel firmer, your steps feel stronger, and your risk of long-term frailty begins to reverse. Before we wrap up, here are 5 quick tips to make sure you're actually getting the most from these vitamins. First, always take fat-soluble vitamins like E3, K2, and E with a little healthy fat. A spoon of peanut butter, a few almonds, or a piece of avocado can increase absorption by up to 70%. Without fat, most of that pill just passes through unused. Second, never take calcium at the same time as zinc or magnesium. These minerals compete for absorption. If you take them together, they cancel each other out. Space them at least an hour apart. Third, choose the active forms of each vitamin when possible. That means methyl B12 instead of cyanocobalamin, MK7 instead of generic K2, magnesium glycinate instead of oxide. These forms absorb better and actually reach your muscles. Fourth, take your vitamins consistently. Your body works in cycles. Missing a few days can interrupt those repair patterns. Build a bedtime habit you don't skip, just like brushing your teeth. And fifth, stay hydrated. Water helps transport these vitamins through your system and into your cells. Take your supplements with a small glass of water. Never dry swallowing. You've just seen the 7 vitamins that could completely change the way your body feels every single morning. Not 10 years from now. Not even 10 weeks from now. But tonight. And the truth is, most seniors don't even realize how much damage is being done while they sleep. That's when muscle fibers dry out. That's when protein synthesis slows down. That's when inflammation takes over. But now, you know how to fight it. Magnesium to unlock repair. B12 to power your nerves. E3 to activate growth. E to shield your cells. B6 to build with protein. C to heal with collagen. And K2 to lock it all in place. Every one of these vitamins works differently. But they all work best together. And they all work best at night. That's not just theory. That's science backed by clinical results, real studies, and real-life changes in seniors just like you. But now it's your turn. What are you taking before bed? Drop it in the comments right now. And if you're not sure where to start, begin with the one you're most likely missing. Even one small change tonight could slow down muscle loss tomorrow. And if you're watching this for someone you care about, a parent, a partner, a friend, send it to them. Because missing these vitamins isn't just about weakness. It's about independence. It's about staying upright, mobile, and free. If this video helped you, hit that like button so more seniors can find it. And subscribe if you want more science-backed tips to keep your body strong, sharp, and unstoppable. You've got the knowledge now. So act tonight, and we'll see you in the next one. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences, feel free to leave a comment below. Thanks for watching.